and welcome to my second episode of reacting to Reddit. In today's video, we're gonna be reacting to makeup horror stories. Yeah, some bad things that happened to some good people. Super, super sad, but I have to say two things. Number one is I love Reddit because people describe things so well, so creatively that it just completely paints a picture in my mind. And I love I can tell it's almost like listening to somebody talk, the way people write in Reddit, and I love it. Now, second is who inspired me to create this video. So total shout out to Chelsea at CC here on YouTube. I know that other people have done horror story videos too, reacting to them, but Chelsea's in particular have me rolling, and I was trying to figure out what I could do as a horror story inspired by her because they are just so hilarious. If you don't know Chelsea yet, she is a commentary educational comedy style channel, and she has a focus in anti-MLM, and her anti-MLM horror stories are just top tier, top notch. There are some crazy stories out there. So go check her out. I'll be linking her down in the description box so you guys can check that out when this video is all done. Oh, and by the way, just in case you want a little background of my job history, this is my resume. I am a licensed cosmetologist. I went to hair school. I actually went to Paul Mitchell a very long time ago, about 15 years. And I've been in the makeup industry ever since in one way or another. I was behind the chair working in salons. I've been a makeup artist off and on throughout the time. I've done bridal. I've done weddings. I've done it all. Okay, I was even a manager of a beauty boutique. So I've seen some stuff. That's my background in this. So I've also gotten my makeup done. So I have my own thoughts and opinions on that too. We know we all had, we've all seen some things. So just in case you're wondering, like, why does it matter? I mean, maybe it doesn't matter what I think of these. I just want to read off some of these horror stories, give my reaction, hang out, grab yourself a snack, grab yourself something to drink. We're gonna chill. And also, if you do like videos like this, please give this video a little like, a comment, go ahead and share it with your friends, subscribe if you want to see more, and then tap that notification bell. That way you actually get notified when I post, but still YouTube's kind of bad about it. So come check on me and see if I posted, because I probably did. YouTube just didn't tell you. And then also you can follow me over on my socials, like the TikTok and the Instagram, the Pinterest even, and I'm at ashleyelix at all those places. But I'm ready to dive into this little Reddit thread, and if you want to join me, come hang out, come check it out. Let's talk, let's discuss, let's do it. Let's go. Okay, no, really. Pan to the next scene. Okay, so this first one is the original creator of the thread here on Reddit, and they said, okay, first of all, hired this awesome makeup artist for prom. They did a beautiful job, so beautiful that she didn't even have to bring the makeup down to their neck because the foundation and powder combo matched so perfectly. Hired her again for graduation and was highly disappointed. That sucks. She drove the 30 minutes to my house and forgot the key to her makeup train at home, the train case. Then she blamed it on her boyfriend. Oh, accountability, honey, accountability, who had been playing around with it. Why are you letting your boyfriend play around with your makeup case? No, no, no. Hands off that professional kit, thank you. And not once did she ever apologize. She just said, I'm so mad at him. That is, listen, people make mistakes, but you gotta own up to it, right? Then she says, fortunately for me, I had my own makeup and she used that to do my face, but it was a little bit too heavy-handed with her foundation, didn't extend it to my neck, so my face and my neck didn't match exactly. Because, you know, it's so hard to match sometimes, color match. So yeah, I can understand, like, your own foundation might not look exactly right. You're relying on the makeup artist to make sure it's legit, it matches. Usually they can do different color combinations with their product at home. That sucks. You had experience with the person, they've done a good job, you hire them again, and then like, whoa, it all went south real fast. That's a bummer. Oh, that sucks. And like I said, things happen, like mistakes are made, but like you gotta own up to it, especially as a professional, you gotta own up to it. Okay, so the next one says they went to an Urban Decay event at Ulta. They told the lady there repeatedly, I have never ever used powders with talc in them because they're super drying and they make my eczema flare up like crazy. That's a big deal, okay? Very important to listen to your clients, okay? She proceeds to tell me that the Naked Skin powder foundation is talc free. Sounds good. You know, you're relying on the expert. She cakes it on my face. I looked like I look like I had fondant on my face. That's a lot of powder. And the next day I had to go to the dermatologist. Oh, to sum up, the Naked Skin powder foundation, the ingredient list, talc is the first ingredient. I want to see that. I believe them, but I just want to see that for myself. I It's right there. First ingredient. Okay, listen. I don't do makeup anymore. I just love to make YouTube videos and have fun with that. I've retired my case, at least for the time being. And I want to say, as a makeup artist, when anybody told me they had allergies or sensitivities, I triple checked that thing, because you don't want to mess around with that. They're not saying they have allergies, but they're sensitive to that, and they know what their skin likes and needs. You got to listen to your customers. You have to listen to your clients. Seriously, triple check that ingredient list, because you don't want to cause somebody irritation. Maybe this person didn't really care because it was an event and they're just rushing through it and they're just trying to sell stuff, but that's not good either. It doesn't take that long to look at an ingredient. I mean, you have the product. It takes longer for me to look it up on my phone, but they're standing there with the product. They can just look at the ingredient list real quick and then see talc right there. Don't use it on them. Oh, I'm sorry, that sucks. The next person talks about the worst experience they had is at Sephora. They were giving free mini contours in April. I have a Sephora story for you. And an employee insisted on using the Kat Von D Shade Light Contour Palette. They didn't blend it out, and they used the two darkest contour shades on my N15 skin. I didn't snap many pictures, but here's a photo. Oh my gosh, no. That's sad. I'm so sorry they did that to you. Who was doing it and why would they do that? No, the color's all wrong. It's so dark and so unblended. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, somebody replied like, I work at Sephora as a color artist. Please don't let that ruin artists for you. That girl obviously had no idea what she was doing. I mean, definitely that person that applied it. Not all artists are the same. That person just did a bad job. That is awful. Oh, okay, so I have a quick Sephora story. One of my early on Sephora experiences, early on. I had a couple roommates at the time and they were so excited. They went to Sephora, they signed us up for some mini makeover sessions. I don't even remember the brand anymore. I don't know if the brand is still around, because there was a part that was doing mini facials and a part that was doing little mini makeups. And by mini, I mean they would just do a little bit of blush, lip, and eye, a little trio. They weren't doing full face. So we did the facial. Okay. That person that did my facial, she was awesome. And I wish I had taken the advice from her. I wanted to go to Paul Mitchell and be a makeup. I hadn't signed up yet. I was waiting and she gave me some really good life advice and I didn't take it. Okay. I wish that I did. She was like, dump the boyfriend, go to school, move on with your life. I didn't dump the boyfriend. We broke up a few months later, but I should have done it at that moment because she knew what was up. She knew. But anyways, I went over to the makeup person next. I wish I remembered what brand it was. It was just, I want to say it looked like Clarins, but I don't know if Clarins has makeup. I don't know what it was, but just the colors that she picked out for me were just so awful. I mean, you could tell, and you can tell when you go to a store the things that they need to sell to hit their quota. And it was a spring release. No, it was fall. It was a fall release. They probably had to push those products, but the lipstick was, I mean, I wasn't going to event anything, so it was fine. And it was interesting being on that side of it before becoming an artist and stuff, because it was just she didn't ask what kind of lips I liked, what kind of, and she didn't ask anything. She just put it on, and maybe that was part of it. Maybe they were trying to reach their goals or they're doing this launch, but it just wasn't applied very well either. At the end, I had to be like, oh, I love it, thanks. And they're like, okay, so what do you want to buy? And I'm like, I'm gonna go look over there for a little bit. Nothing. And sadly, it was the same story with the other two girls. Like I said, I really don't remember what makeup brand that was. I gotta text my friends and see if they remember, because that was it was a fun experience to have with my girls though. It was fun. We didn't have to go anywhere. No event, no harm, no foul. No. Okay, I'm gonna give a summary of this one because it's a little bit long, but basically they were at a wedding and they were supposed to get their hair and makeup done. Their artist had to cancel last minute because of a personal emergency. Totally understand, but they asked if there was anybody that they recommend instead. There was somebody available at her salon that went. There was a little bit of an older lady, which is totally fine, no big deal, right? But they are saying from the start, it was obvious that she had a very different style than what the other girl would have had, because this is the part. She pulled out a palette of all blue shades for a wedding. I love my blues. Okay, I got a little bit of blue today. Not for a wedding though. Oh no. What else happened? I said I am not really into blue for that event and asked if she had neutrals or something, and she said, I only work with classics, honey. Oh no, you You got someone with some attitude too. Oh no. Then I reiterated that I don't want blue eyeshadow, and she told me it was literally the only eyeshadow that she brought. Oh, tell me you've never worked a wedding before without telling me you've never worked a wedding before. Unless all her weddings that she did, I mean, at least she'd had a consultation before and they were like, yes, blue, blue please, all the way. Again, do what you want to do with your makeup, but most people in my experience, literally I've never done a blue eyeshadow on any wedding guests before, ever. Anyways, the same person said, I asked her to just use a darker foundation shade that would add some definition to the eye area. Oh, good move, pro move there. That would be fine, and she agreed. Then she asked me to close my eyes. Turned out she actually used, she still used the blue eyeshadow! Oh. Gone. See ya. Sayonara, lady. You don't do that. Your client specifically asked you cheated on me when I specifically asked you not to. What was that movie? Oh my god.
Cheated on me when I specifically asked you not to?
No, she used the blue eyeshadow when she specifically asked her not to. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. So they were mad and they were shocked. Oh no, when I was mad about it, she was shocked. The makeup artist was shocked and said she thought it would be fine because she knew I'd love it when I saw it. I didn't love it at all. And she insisted that I was just still surprised. And after a little while, I love it. Like, it just grow on you. Then for my hair, I asked for curls. Oh, she was doing your hair too. You let her do your hair after that makeup fiasco? But she didn't have her curling iron with her. How are you gonna go do somebody's hair without the tools to do their hair? You gotta bring options if you didn't do a consult before. She didn't know how to do it with a straightening iron. I stupidly let her try to do the style in any ways instead, and she did braids, but with black ties on my golden blonde hair. She ended up undoing her hair and washing off the makeup before the wedding. It was a huge, I don't know what a pitta is because, pity? Maybe she means pity? I don't know what that stands for. Because she used so much product on the braids that my hair held the crimped looking shape. Even if you don't use product, it might still hold that shape. I went with a tight bun to keep the hair from coiling back up into the weird curlies and went barefaced. My aunt called the salon the next day to complain, and it turned out the original stylist had talked to this woman on the phone and told her to send the other girl. She didn't even tell the other girl. She just showed up herself. It wasn't the... Whoa, turn of events. That is not cool. That is not cool. The original stylist that had talked to this woman on the phone and told her to send this other girl that the original stylist that had to cancel, they recommended. The person on the phone decided not to tell the other person and showed up herself. She was new to the studio, so she just took it upon herself. That is crazy. So she was not prepared to do this, thought she was, and just was like, well, I'm gonna go anyways, and then just did a horrible job. That is so crappy. Oh my goodness. All right, so I think that's all the time that I got here today for this round, but make sure you subscribe before you go if you don't want to miss out on the next round of reacting to Reddit. If there's any threads in particular that you want me to react to, go ahead and you can either leave a link here or send me a link over on Instagram through DMs. I'm at ashleyelix there, and everywhere that you want to follow me, such as TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, all those places. Make sure to like, share, subscribe before you go so you don't miss out on future videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!